everyone, I'm Nitika Krishna from the New Indian Express, Hyderabad, and today we have with us a very special guest who needs no introduction. He's Nikhil from Love on the Rocks, Karan in When You Meet Your Ex, and my personal favorite, Nishant from Operation MBBS. Welcome, Ayush Mehra. We're so happy to have you.
Thank you so much for the
Thank you so
kind
much.
introduction. I'm so happy that you like Nishant. I really like Nishant. He's one of my favorite characters as well. Thank you for having me. It means a lot.
Thank you. So you're in Hyderabad,
Yes.
What do you feel about Hyderabad as a city, if you can tell us?
You know, I'd come here really long back, and I think it's been like at least 5-6 years. I'm coming after 5-6 years, and it's changed so much. Or probably I've not been to this part of Hyderabad. Firstly, the first thing I've noticed, it's so clean. My God, it's one of the cleanest cities I've been to, like in India. It's really, really clean. It's really organized. And I was just like, wow, this is a new Hyderabad, or probably I have never been exposed to this part of Hyderabad. So I'm really enjoying it. And the weather is also like pleasant now. It's evening. So I'm liking it. It's really nice.
Lovely. And you're here for the Table for Everyone event.
Yes.
Which is all about inclusivity and
Yes.
people actually having meaningful conversations over food.
Correct.
So on that note, are you a foodie?
I am a foodie beyond measures. Like I can keep eating all day. Like you know, when I go to my friend's house for Eid, I don't eat plates over there. I eat by the minute. So it's like Ayush is eating since 50 minutes. Can somebody tell him to get up? So it's that. I really like food. I'm a Punjabi, and every Sunday in my house we make like some special food. It could be dosas, it could be puri chole, it could be kulche chole, it could be vada pav, it could be anything. Like every Sunday we have something, and my family eats together. So it's that. I'm a huge foodie, and I have to bear the brunt of it and work out a lot. So it's like a
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it's like a task.
You spoke about ease, so I'm sure your favorite food of all must be biryani.
It is, it's my goal in life to have biryani everywhere. And as my last meal before I die, I should know where you get the best biryani, and I should call for that one and like eat, and then
But
I
we're in
should.
Hyderabad. Where do you think we get the best biryani from?
I don't know, there are tough competitors coming, guys. Buck up a little.
Oh.
But I've had like great biryani in Hyderabad as well. But I've had like good biryanis around. But Hyderabad is also up there, like amongst the top. So I'll tell you when I reach that list ka end. So I'll tell you when.
So food really actually bonds people. Do you think it binds people with conversation?
100%.
Which is precisely what Table for Everyone is also going to be
100%.
about.
Like, whenever you have a conversation, you meet, like, you need to be somewhere. You need to sit somewhere. It's either over a cup of coffee or either over food. Like, and could be good food, could be bad food. You bond over it. If it's good food, you're like, wow, remember the food. If it's bad food, you'll be, I remember that food.
I remember.
So it's something which you remember, and it's an integral part of a memory.
Right.
So I feel food is very essential for conversation.
Absolutely.
Very.
Like in Operation MBBS, the chili cheese toast and
Arey,
that god-awful milkshake.
Our director never used to be able to say chili cheese toast. He used to always be able to say chili cheese toast. So every time he said chili cheese toast. So we named him Chili Cheese Toast by the end of it. But yeah.
But was that actually one of your favorites to do, Operation MBBS?
It was, I had to play a student, and I was making a body and stuff like that. I remember. And when I had to go back to playing a student, I had to lose like 7 kilos of muscle. So the whole of Operation MBBS, I was not allowed to eat anything. Because I was just like, man, I have to diet and I have to look like a student and I have to lose all the muscle. So yeah, I remember Operation MBBS precisely because there was season 1 and then I had to do something else and make a body again, and then there was season 2 and I was like, yaar, main yahi karte rahu, banaya nahi banaya. So it was that. But I love that show, and I'm so grateful and honored to be playing that part, because I know so many medical students who are doctors now,
Right. Right.
and said that that show has helped them get through their medical studies.
Right.
And it's just, it means a lot to me, you know.
And that came out during a very crucial time, though.
100%,
right?
yeah,
COVID
just
and
before
everything.
COVID.
My God,
so,
yeah,
so yeah,
exactly.
it was.
So, will you tell us, you know, that you've played so many versatile characters so far,
Sweet,
right?
yes.
I mean, you started with movies, right? If I'm not wrong, in 2010, you
Yeah,
started
yeah,
with
yeah.
movies, and then you've done web series. You've even been a host for Mintra Fashion,
Yes,
right?
yes,
You've
yes.
done so many things. So, where did it all actually begin? How did you come to do this?
You know, actually, it started when I was an AD. AD is an assistant director, and before that, I was an AD first, and then I wanted to get into acting, but I wanted to understand what goes behind
Right.
being an actor. So I had to study the process of filmmaking because I'm not from this field. My family's not in it.
Right.
So then, you know, you have to know how the world works, every process. So I got very interested and intrigued by then. And I was like, I want to be around this world because this is a magical world.
Right.
And then I started dancing, then I started doing ads, and then I started doing digital sketches with filter copy. Then they really liked me. They gave me YouTube shows with that. Then I got OTT shows, and then I did my first film called Kache Limbu, which just came. So it's been like a steady years of acting and doing this and doing that. So it's been like time consuming, persistence, but it's been very fruitful and very rewarding.
Right, it's lovely because you know each of those roles require a different sort of dedication,
100%.
different sort of commitment. Because when you're donning the assistant director's hat, that requires something. When
Yep.
you are a presenter, that requires something.
100%.
So I may ask you, what is your favorite hat to wear?
You know, I like all of them. It's tough to pick a favorite. I like acting the most, obviously, but I love hosting as well. Hosting is also it's about sharing a lot of your personality. So I really enjoy that. So recently I hosted a show for Tourism Australia. So it was too much fun because I got to travel in Australia and I was there for 12 days roaming around in Australia. So I like that part of my job as well. But acting is something playing characters is something which I truly, truly love. And I wish to play more characters in films, and that is something which I aspire to do.
Yeah.
So let's hope and pray, and please watch all my stuff so that I get more and more films.
So in 2019, you were actually an assistant director for Uri,
Yes.
right? So
I was
how was
an
that?
assistant for Uri, and you know, before that I was assisting on a film. It was a project for a production where the actor had to be replaced overnight, and then we were trying to get more stuff, more actors, but it wasn't happening. So that director shelved shelved that film and wrote to Uri by that time. And then by then I was deep into acting, and then on the last 20 days his DA's leg got fractured or something like that. So he was like, why don't you assist me on it? So then I joined Uri. It was such a beautiful experience, you know, watching Vicky Kaushal act and be so dedicated at the part was so insane because you get to learn so much from him.
Right.
He's such a proficient, prolific, and such an accurate actor. It's beyond measures when you see him act. It's just, it soothes the soul when I watch him act. It's so good. He's so good, and he's such a kind person.
It's wonderful to see, you know, when the appreciation that goes within the industry itself,
100%.
you know. And speaking of that, actually, how was it working with Nihima Azim in, you know, Mom and Co?
Oh, it was special. You know, every Mother's Day, I still wish her happy Mother's Day because she was my on-screen mother, and I really love her a lot. She used to get me food. We've done so many readings. Every day on set, she used to get me food. She treated me like her son, honestly. I love her a lot. She was very kind. She was so collaborative. She was so supportive. I genuinely enjoyed working with her. I don't meet her very often, but I meet her like here and there in events, and we just sit there for 10 minutes, talk to each other, and then just like, I really like that aspect of shooting because it's not about just acting and going on to the next projects. You make connections which are so beautiful, and you know, you share so much in those 30 days. You share great moments, you share weak moments, you share adversities, and you become friends, and you become like they become part of your life, and it's beautiful. So I really like the sharing aspect of uh, shooting, which is what we're doing here as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. And you've worked with so many versatile actors by themselves,
man.
including Mazim. And I want to actually ask you, you know, when it comes to your lovely co-stars, I'm going to ask you to describe each of them in just one word.
Okay.
Okay. So here goes.
Difficult.
But no, I'm sure, you know, you'll have some amazing
Yes,
words about
for
each
sure,
of them.
for sure.
So, Barka.
Barkha is hardworking, extremely hardworking,
Okay.
because she's not only she's an actor, but she also creates a lot of content, and she keeps shooting for that. She gets more ideas for that, and then she keeps balancing that with acting. So she's very hardworking as a person.
Essas.
Asa's bubbly, bubbly, like she would just light up the room. And Rohan Shah, one word for Rohan Shah is brother. Like I get a brotherly feeling towards him, like a very protective younger brother feeling. Yes.
Apurva.
Apurva, I feel is missing. I've not seen her. Like I've not seen Apurva since, I think it's been 2 years. I've not met her.
Yeah.
So I don't know what she's doing. So if she's watching this video, so hey, hello, where are you? So yeah. Shreya is a foodie. Shreya is one person who would sit with me and eat food.
And Aisha?
Aisha is, how do I describe? Aisha is comfort. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? I have done so much with Aisha. I have done travel shows, I've done sketches, I've done -1 with her, 2 seasons. So it's like comfort. Like when I see Aisha on a shoot, it's like Aisha.
Aisha.
Anshul. Anshul is very, how do you say? You have to be on your toes, alert. Anshul is alert. I would say alert.
What
Like
about
you have to be very alert when you're acting with Anshul, because she can throw anything at you and you just have to be like, okay, I didn't expect this. Okay, I'll be ready. She's a phenomenal actor. I really love her. And it's been a while. I've not met her as well.
Oh, we all loved her in Operation.
She was so good, and you know, she's not even Marathi, and she got that accent so well. She's very good.
Right. What about Sarah?
Sarah is a nerd. Like, you know, because Sarah had to learn. Sarah was the scholar in the show. So I was the nalayak in the show. So, and those Operation MBBS books doctor books, MBBS books are really fat. So because Sarah was a scholar in the show, she had to learn definitions and say it. That this means that.
And you didn't have to do that.
I didn't have to do that because I was useless. Anshul also did not have to do, but Sarah would get it. Sarah would learn and get it in one go, and we would be like, what a nerd. She fits that part so well. So it's been a while. I've not met my Operation MBBS gang since a while. I miss them, yeah. I really miss them.
Now the toughest question. Who is your favorite co-star to work with?
My favorite co-star, all of them are my favorite, genuinely. But the amount of fun I had working with one of them, who's not in the list, is Rajat Kapoor. I worked with him on Call My Agent. And just the brilliance of him as a director, as a writer, as an actor, I was always in awe of working with him. So, you know, because I've seen a lot of his plays, I've seen a lot of his films, I've seen him since Dil Chahta Hai when he was Mahesh Uncle. So, you know, sharing the screen with him was one of those fun moments where I was like, wow, man.
You just looked up to him.
I just looked up to him, and he was really sweet.
So is he your inspiration of sorts then?
He's definitely one person I would go to for advice, 120%, because he would guide you in the true artistic way of how it should be done. So I really like him. He is my friend. Like, he's not my the relation we share is also like a friend. Like, it's not like he doesn't have a phone.
What?
He doesn't have a phone. You have to email him. So
that's a big relief in today's
world,
isn't it?
Like, since 20 years he doesn't have a phone.
Yeah.
You email him.
Wow, hats off. I mean, that's
Yeah, man. So when he messages me, I don't check my email very often. And he's like, I messaged you that day. I was like, which day now? I don't check my email that often. But yeah.
Wow, wow. So, you know, the vibe that you actually have is this very fun character. That's also the kind of characters you play.
Yes, I love
know?
playing light, fun, good characters.
So when it comes to the set as well, are you the one to kind of be very disciplined and, you know, prompt? Or are you the one to actually pull everybody to have some fun?
It's a mix of both, you know. When I see the set being very stressed and stuff like that, I try to make everyone a little calm and like, you know, have a little fun, because you know, by the end of it, everyone works hard and everyone is working hard, but the amount of days and the amount of fun you had on a project, you remember that more than anything else. And I want to be in people's fond memories, like, you know, rather than be like, you know, we were so focused that we forgot to have fun. And I think true art comes out when you're not very stressed, when you're having fun, when you're taking it casually, but still not taking it lightly. Like, you know what I'm trying to say?
Striking that balance.
Yes,
then.
it's very important. So I feel
Right.
that is, yeah.
That's a very in-depth sort of.
Yes,
you know,
I am
really
very deep
that through.
in life, but
Yeah. Speaking of, you know, actually being deep and having these sort of conversations, I want to ask you, if not actually in this industry, if not, you know, donning the actor's hat, the assistant director's hat, what would you be doing?
you know, there are many things. I've thought about it. I'm very interested in sports, so I would probably be something in sports for sure, either management of it or a player. I don't think so I have the skill to be a player, but I would definitely be in management. I really like writing and I really like directing, so I would probably be that or producing. But I would be in this field, like, you know what I'm trying to say. Like, I like the suspension of belief. I like when people come to the theaters or watch a show and forget, or even if I'm able to bring a smile to their face for 10 minutes and they forget their stresses. That's all I want. Like, you know, that's all I want to achieve in life. It's.
I think you've achieved that with so
How
many people
sweet.
so far. No,
How
really,
sweet.
you've achieved that with so many people. You know, especially with you know, I know I'm going back to this, but Operation MBBS came out during a very. You shot it, of course, before, you know, it was going as well along with, you know, the COVID times and everything. Everybody was locked. Everybody was stressed out. That show actually inspired a lot of people.
How sweet.
A lot of people. So that's really lovely in that sense. I must ask you, what is that one life motto which guides you?
You know, one life motto which guides me is just be a good person in life and you'll get everything. Like, that's what I abide by. I always try to tell anybody who's younger than me as well that, you know, as we keep moving forward, everyone is bound to keep thinking about themselves, because we're in the world and age of digital, where it's all about likes, shares, and, you know, followers. But none of them would remember how many followers you had, but a person would remember the kindness you had for them, the compassion you had for them. And I truly believe that if you're a good person in life, everything else will fall in place. You just have to be a good person in life.
Absolutely. This is something to take note of, everybody. Really, it is. You know, so I'm sure everybody is dying to know, you know, what are the upcoming goodies? What are the upcoming projects that you have?
Things coming out very, very soon, and I genuinely I'm excited for it. I know I keep y'all waiting a lot, but trust me, it's worth the wait, and I hope y'all give me as much as love y'all have given me in the past for all the other projects. And I will promise you that I work triply hard always in life.
Amazing. So that was Ayush Mehra, everybody. So put your hands together for him behind your screens.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being so kind and asking such insightful and nice questions.